Yeah, when we first start working with a client, we do a 360 review of all their operations in the community. And one of the aspects of that will be reading through their governing documents, articles of incorporation, the declaration of bylaws, and making sure that there are no issues in there that we see. Because the power that the board has and the association has comes from those documents. And if there's anything that's poorly written or not well understood or outright contradictory, and we've seen that before, where in one document it'll say this and another document will say that, and which one do we follow? And so we'll point those things out for the board. The first step when we've identified that issue is, after we've brought it up to the board, our recommendation is going to be to get an attorney opinion to review that, because we're only looking at it from a layperson, and there may be case law already established around this kind of issue, or there may be an understanding of how this is supposed to be interpreted within the legal community already established. And so they may come back and say, no, this is how this applies, or this statute trumps that, and so it's really not an issue. And so we want to have a conversation with an attorney on that and get their opinion. And we want to have that opinion in writing so that if there is an issue down the road, we have it documented that, you know, we did seek legal advice regarding this, and this is the advice that we received. And then that we act in concert with that advice and not contradictory to that advice. If the attorney comes back and says, yeah, there's a problem there and it's something that's irreconcilable, at that point we're going to recommend to the board that they amend their documents. And amending their documents can be as simple as just changing one section, but if we have multiple problems throughout the document, we will often suggest that they amend and restate their documents, meaning they are going to change them, but they're going to change the documents with a whole new set of documents that replaces that declaration. And the amendment process is the same whether you're doing one small amendment or you're rewriting the entire document. And so if there are multiple issues, we usually recommend that if you can get them approved together, that meaning that it's not going to cause a certain group to say no to the overall amendment because this part's in there and you maybe need to treat them separately, you're better off to do them all at once and get all the amendments done at the same time.